If you thought the saga could not possibly escalate any further, then stop right now, because Shen Yue just made the boldest move yet, telling both Dylan Wang and Miles Wei to step back and give her space, and the internet has absolutely lost its mind. And if you want every detail of how this dramatic moment unfolded, the stunned reactions behind closed doors, and the quiet decision that may change everything, then stay with us until the very end. Because what comes next could rewrite the entire story. It happened on a night that was supposed to stay calm.
No premieres.
No official schedules. No press lines. Just private conversations unfolding across different corners of the city. Shen Yue had spent days surrounded by noise. Speculation. Fan arguments. Headlines racing faster than facts. Friends whispering advice. Managers pushing timelines. Strangers online deciding her future in comment sections. And somewhere in the middle of all that were two men waiting for her answer. Dylan Wang, Miles Wei. Two different approaches. Two different histories. Two very different pressures. According to those close to her, Shen Yue finally reached a breaking point. Not dramatic. Not explosive. But firm. The kind of resolve that forms quietly and then lands like thunder. Her first meeting was with Dylan. A private lounge tucked high above the city. Floor-to-ceiling windows. Muted lighting. Soft music humming in the background. Dylan arrived early, pacing near a table that held two untouched glasses. When she walked in, he straightened immediately. "You wanted to see me?" he asked. She nodded.
"Yes. We need to talk."
They sat. Silence stretched. Then she spoke carefully. "I have been listening to everyone.
Fans.
Managers.
Friends.
You.
Miles. My own thoughts."
She paused. "And it is too much." Dylan frowned. "What are you saying?" She met his eyes. "I am saying I need space." His expression shifted. "Space from what?" "From all of this," she replied. "From pressure. From confessions. From ultimatums. From being treated like a decision instead of a person." Dylan swallowed. "I never meant to." "I know," she interrupted gently. "But intention does not erase weight." He leaned forward. "Are you asking me to walk away?" "I am asking you to stop pulling,"
she said.
"Let me breathe. Let me think. Without feeling like the clock is screaming." Dylan looked shaken. "For how long?" She answered honestly. "I do not know. That is the point." The uncertainty hung heavy. Then she added, "Whatever happens next needs to come from me. Not fear. Not guilt. Not noise." Dylan nodded slowly. "I can do that." She searched his face. "Promise." He hesitated. Then said, "Yes, I promise." Hours later came the harder conversation. Miles Wei. A quiet rehearsal room. Lights dimmed. Mirrors lining the walls. Two chairs facing each other. Miles stood when she entered. "You look tired,"
he said.
"I am," she replied. They sat. She did not waste time. "I need you to hear me clearly." Miles stiffened slightly. "Okay. I need space." The words landed flat and sharp. Space from the decision. From expectations. From everyone watching me. Including you. He blinked. "Did I push?" She shook her head. "You were patient. Kind. That is what makes this harder. But I am still overwhelmed. I feel like my entire life is being negotiated publicly." Miles lowered his voice. "I just want to know where I stand." She nodded. "I understand. And right now, I do not even know where I stand." That honesty stunned him. He stared at the floor, then back at her. "So, what are you asking?"
"Time," she said. "Real time. No hints.
No waiting speeches.
No quiet reminders. Just
distance. So I can hear my own thoughts again." Miles exhaled slowly. "That is not easy to hear." "I know," she replied. "But it is necessary." He paused, then nodded. "I will give you that." She whispered, "Thank you." Neither smiled, but the respect in the room was unmistakable. By morning, the secret was no longer secret. Someone had seen Shen Yue moving between locations. Someone else overheard fragments. Another posted a vague message. She asked for space. Both of them. Speculation detonated. Fan pages erupted. Some praised her courage, calling it powerful, calling it mature. Others panicked, claiming it meant she was walking away from everyone. Some insisted she had already chosen and was just softening the blow. Others argued she was finally protecting herself. Reaction videos multiplied. Commentators replayed old clips, analyzing expressions, pauses, glances, anything that could be turned into prophecy. The phrase that spread fastest. She chose herself. And maybe that was the part that rattled people most. Because the narrative had always been framed as a competition. 2 men, 1 woman, winner and loser. Shen Yue's decision shattered that storyline. This was not about choosing between them. It was about stepping away from both. At least for now. Sources close to her say she went home that night, turned off her phone, and sat by her window for a long time. City lights flickering below. A notebook open on the table. One page filled with messy lines. Another completely blank. She was not planning an ending. She was creating silence. The kind that lets truth surface. Meanwhile, Dylan reportedly canceled a late dinner. Miles declined an interview. Both suddenly very aware that the next move was not theirs to make. Fans noticed everything. Schedules shifting. Silences stretching. Subtle changes in tone during public appearances. And the debate only grew louder. Was this the beginning of a goodbye? Or the pause before clarity? Was she protecting her heart? Or preparing for a decision no one was ready for? One thing was undeniable. Shen Yue had taken control of the story. And that single act flipped the entire narrative on its head. If you want to know what happened after she asked for space, what message she ignored 3 times before finally putting her phone face down, and how Dylan and Miles privately reacted to her request, then stay tuned, because the fallout from this moment may only be starting, and the next chapter could be the most revealing yet.